Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a warm day in the summer and Topic Time with Harrison Young. Starting to get some wonderful musical shows. We've got one tonight, and just a quick reminder, it's hard to believe, but 2 weeks from yesterday is my 10th anniversary of doing Topic Time. I am totally stoked for that. But then we got a great show tonight. Got to read these underwriters, and then we will get to it. So here we go. We got advancedautocar.com in Rockland. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. All inventory under $9,000. We got the Marsh Bar and Grill in Marshfield. They make cold fried pizza. It's their specialty. We got Sarcastic Swine Barbecue in Abington. They're a new one. We got Crettenan's Farm Stand in Kingston. They're a new one. We got delightful Mexican family restaurant, Fiesta Chava, right down the road here in Carver. We got Carver Jewelers, Ronald R. and Lyle Delano Goldsmiths, right here in the building. We got UBGS Soft and Laser Tag in Bridgewater. They're a new one. We got good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We got Pro Tint Window Tinting in Abington. We got Barnacote Monuments in Middleborough. We got Richie's Auto Care in Hanover. We got Mario's Quality Roofing and Siding in Middleborough. They're a new one. And we got Matt's Auto Repair and Service in Kingston. And I want to thank you guys very much. And on that note, I will now introduce the guest. This is Joe Hart, the founder and CEO of the Joe Hart Band, but I guess the Waller team. And he has a couple of handmade guitars he brought with him tonight. He's going to play a couple of his original numbers, and he's going to, the first time ever in Topic Time history, we're going to have a little virtual accompaniment, which is a great idea. You can see a little screen there. That young lady, that beautiful young lady, is a singer in his band, and we're going to hear from her when she sings. When he plays, it's going to sound incredible. But first off, Joe, I want to thank you for coming in and being on Topic Time tonight.
Thank you. I want to congratulate you on almost 10 years.
I know. It'll be August 18th.
That's awesome.
Isn't it? Thank you so much.
I feel like you've been trying to get me on this show for 11 years, though. How does that happen?
Well, because we've been Facebook friends for well, I've been on Facebook for 11 years, but I haven't actually started I didn't actually start deploying it for Topic Time until 2011, so it couldn't have been more than 9 years, but I guess 9 years can certainly seem like 11.
Seems like 11.
Time does fly, and it also rolls, but we're having fun, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so first of all, quick question: what's that on your finger? It's picking. Oh, that's a guitar pick.
It's a guitar pick.
Yeah, I should know that. I do know that.
This is called a pick slinger.
Okay.
A friend of mine invented
almost like a roach
this.
clip, except it's for guitar picks and not
exactly
marijuana. I got it.
Exactly. So it's
yeah.
more useful, I guess.
Interesting. I've
for
never
a guitar
seen that.
player.
I've had 1,800 guitarists on as guests, and I've never seen him use a pick with a ring on it. That's so cool.
A friend of mine invented it.
Wow.
It's the pick slinger.
Has she got a patent?
She has the patent and everything.
Woo.
Yes.
We're gonna get her on the show too.
You should.
I would love to. All right. Well, if you have a good time, you let her know. We'll get her on.
I'm having a good time already.
Me too. All right. Well, so let's talk. You brought your son here. He's watching this, the second generation of the Joe Hart.
Yes.
Is he a Joe too, or is he something else?
No, he's a Max.
Max. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Well, Max to the max, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about you specifically. So, how did you get into music, and where did you grow up, and all this stuff, and when did you start, and other things that you might have done? And if I have any questions, I'll throw them in there. So
Sure.
Start out back as you can remember, please.
Okay, you asked like 8 questions, so let me see if I can remember them
Okay.
all. I don't have a photographic
Tell me about
memory.
where you grew up, first of all.
Moved around a lot, but I'd say Westwood.
Okay, Westwood, Mass.
Yeah,
Okay.
Westwood, Mass.
Great town.
Little suburb, one of the W towns, as they say.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Just like Wellesley, what they call it, Swellesley.
Yes.
And I would definitely call it Westwood, except it doesn't sound swell as well as Swellesley. But
It
that's
doesn't
okay.
sound very swell.
All right. Well, what did you do as a kid? How long? Let me ask you this then. How long have you been playing music? How young were you when you started? Picked up your first guitar or whatever you did.
30 some odd years.
Oh, okay. So you were probably were you already in your 20s or a teenager?
16 when I started.
Really? So you didn't really start. You're not a child prodigy like some people.
Right. No.
All right. Well, Kira, what did you do before that?
I started late.
What did you do? Okay. Well, this is interesting stuff. This is why we ask these questions. What did you do as a young kid? What were your aspirations long before you picked up your first guitar? Just checking it out. Just want to know.
Nothing.
Nothing? So you picked up your first guitar and
I was a total loser.
Lit a fire under you.
Picked up a guitar.
Galvanized
Life
you.
changed.
And suddenly your life changed. Did a 180. I
Life
get it.
changed.
Okay. All right. Well,
Now I'm cool.
Now definitely. So you've been cool more than half your life. You've been out of the 52 years. Almost 52. You've been cool 2/3 of that time. That's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the right path, obviously.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
well,
And someday when I grow up, I want to become a rich guitar player.
well, that's why you're on Topic Time with me. That's going to help you. That's going to help that goal achieve.
Fingers
There you
crossed.
go. Don't worry about
See,
that.
I could do that with the pick slinger and not need to put the pick
That's
down.
why. That's exactly right. That's no. That's why it's an original invention.
Yeah.
But so tell me, when you first picked up your guitar, were you self-taught? Did you take lessons? Or-
Self-taught.
You were, and that leads me to ask you: did you join a band right away, or soon enough?
Soon enough.
Okay.
As soon as I could.
Okay, and what was the band like? I just curious. Are any of the same people that were with you then with you today in the band?
No.
Okay.
No. It was just kids.
Right.
Kids just like me.
You're right.
Recently cool.
Yeah.
They were
exactly.
losers until they picked up drums or bass or guitar or vocals, and then sort of like the nouveau cool.
Exactly. Evolved into into the new kids on the block, so to speak. In
Yeah.
Westwood.
Yeah,
Right.
with less talent.
Right. No, I wouldn't say that. Okay. All right. So, did you start playing gigs right away when you? I mean, did you? Well, let me ask you this: did you and a group of guys and girls or whatever
Yeah.
decide to go out and do gigs at parties and bars and whatever else?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: some of the guitarists I've interviewed say that they, like I interviewed Benjamin Orr's biographer. Remember him of the Cars?
Yeah,
now
of
late.
course.
So I was told when he was a young guy, he played guitar with a bunch of older guys, but he couldn't go bar hopping because he was too young. They wouldn't let him in.
Yeah.
Did that happen with you? I'm just curious. I just looking at you and I almost get that sense that it might have at some point. Not the bar hop, the drink, just to
Right.
entertain people.
But
But because the rules apply to both drinkers and anyone entering the building, they might have said you can't come in because you're too young. Did that happen at all when you were younger, as a teenager, or not?
Well, no. What we did is we just bypassed that completely.
Good.
And played at like friends' parties and
Okay.
stuff, house parties and things.
Okay.
And then when we started to get a little more confident, I guess.
Yep.
We started just renting out halls, like a VFW hall.
Okay.
Rent out a hall for $100, sell tickets at the door, $3 to get in or whatever, and make a couple bucks that way.
Wow. So even though you paid to rent the hall, you still made money. That's definitely confidence, I'd say, working.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you?
Because why would you want to do it if you can't make?
Oh, I know. You're not going
If
to.
you're losing money.
Yeah, exactly. You
Right?
wanna yeah, but that's pretty good. The fact that you were able to fork over $100 from your own dime and still make money. That's obviously you know.
Yeah,
that you have enough
gas money,
talent.
stuff like that.
Well, tell me a little about the first band. I mean, how many in the band? And then we're going to talk about the current band, and then we're going to
Sure.
hear you play
Sure.
something. But
Well,
your virtual partner over there on the screen was very lovely, by the way.
yes.
But I want you to tell me about the first band, and then we'll go a little. We'll go up to present day.
I don't even remember the first band. It was like just some friends. We just kind of got together, played stuff in my parents' basement.
Okay.
And eventually just sort of graduated, like I said, to the house parties and then renting halls. And it was always almost like a revolving door.
Yep.
Because everyone wants to be in a band, but then what happens is you start sort of getting better,
Yep.
and people start kind of dropping out as you
Why
go.
would they drop out?
Well,
You mean? Wait a minute. What you mean?
Well, because
you weren't getting
let's
better
say-
at the same speed. Is that
right.
Oh,
And
okay.
let's say you're 18 or 19 in a band,
Right.
and you have 4 guys in the band,
Yep.
and one of them gets a full-time job and has a girlfriend, and maybe doesn't want to rehearse 4 nights a week.
Oh, I see what you mean. So they don't all have the time and probably don't have the inclination that you have.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
So you know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
starts sort of like a pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
And, it gets slimmer and slimmer, player-wise, as people are dropping out and deciding, you know what, I actually want to have a job where I can make money.
Of course.
And, there's the joke, what's the difference between an extra large pizza and a guitar player? An extra large pizza can feed a family of 4.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
where's the
boom,
drum?
I
Where's
got
the
you. Well,
da-dum?
on that note, though, that is cute, but but carrying that one step further, I always say everything happens for a reason. And my thinking in your case was that that you knew that the spotlight was going to shine on you no matter what, regardless of what the other guys did. It's because you felt the confidence that maybe they didn't feel after a while.
I don't know about confidence. I'm not a very confident guy, but it was.
Well, let's put it this
music
way: you
was
felt
something that I had to do.
enough to be consistently successful at it, as opposed to your bandmates that didn't feel that way. Otherwise, they would have stuck it out and found a way to rehearse with you any time that you said it was essential to do so.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You know, like music was something that I had to do.
Okay, that's great.
It wasn't something like it would be cool to be in a band on the weekend.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna ask you one quick question, and then I'm
Sure.
gonna have you play us an original song.
Sure.
Well, how did your parents like it, having you playing in their basement? Did they think it was pretty cool having a guitarist for a son, or not? If not, that's fine. I mean,
Well, they're probably going to watch the
sometimes you're
show when
skeptical.
it's on. So
Oh, this
I
one
have
here?
to be yes.
Oh, absolutely. They're
So
gonna
so I
say-
have to be very diplomatic. I think they
Well,
were
all the
hoping.
more reason. It's nothing wrong with saying they thought it was a stupid. They didn't think it was going to work out. And
No,
then
no,
they're
they,
gonna see this
they
show
were
and they're gonna
they were
say,
very supportive.
Okay, that's good.
I think they were hoping I would maybe get a real job.
Well, but now you have one.
I think now.
Don't say not a real job. I mean, what you do, and you make if it's something that you love doing, you're going to find a way to make it into a real job. That's all there is to it. That's the way it works.
Exactly.
Okay.
For years, when I first got married, I was working 3 jobs and music
Okay.
because you have to make it work.
Right. And sooner or later, you're going to coagulate all the stuff that you wanted to want, and you'll have and all the stuff you did before will have just been stepping stones to getting you where you're at.
Yep.
And on that
And
note,
now I'm 100% musician.
There you
I
go.
don't have any other income.
so
but
you just
music.
made my point for me.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, let's hear an original Joe Hart song with you and one of your singers. First, I want
Nancy.
you to identify the singer and tell me about her a little bit, and then play.
Sure.
You gotta put that- you
It's a
gotta plug
friend.
that in,
It's a
and-
friend of mine, Nancy.
Okay.
And I write a lot of music,
Yep.
but I can't sing at all. Zero.
I understand.
She can, so she's kind of like my voice. So I
Perfect.
write the music, hand it over to her, show her what I want,
Okay.
and she does it, and she's amazing.
Okay. Well,
It's like
now,
my right hand woman.
yeah, and she's even though she's sitting to your left.
I was gonna say right hand man, but that's
No,
sexist.
well,
isn't it?
obviously, right, but that's fine. All right, well, let's
Right hand person.
right-hand person sitting to your left on the computer screen. First time ever. Topic time goes a little virtual. So let's play us. Name a title and hook your thing up. Get it ready and have her sing, and you play away and.
Sure.
and
This
let,
is
let you get to it.
Sure. This song is "Chasing Rainbows Across the Floor,"
Good. Well, I love the title.
and it's on my CD.
Pretty CD, pretty cover.
Yes, I'll give you one after. Isn't it customary to bring the host a gift?
Sure.
I have a gift.
You want to?
Okay, so
All right.
here we go.
All right. Without further ado, let's hear him and her.
Promised myself I'd never fall in love again. But here I go, I can feel it begin. Can't help myself, can't stop it anymore. Chasing rainbows across the floor. I don't know how you could do this to me. After I struggled so hard to keep my heart free. Can't be broken like so many times before. Chasing rainbows across the floor. Chasing rainbows, it's all I seem to do. Should've known better, but I can't stay away from you. Sometimes I think there's just no sense in trying. And when it feels like my poor old soul is dying, chasing rainbows across the floor, chasing rainbows, that's all I seem to do. Should've known better, but I can't stay away from you. Chasing rainbows, that's all I seem to do. Should've known better, but I can't stay away from you.
That was awesome. Congratulations. That was sweet. So, all right, now tell me about the members of your band. It's obviously you. This is Nancy.
Yes.
And who are and you have two other ones, right?
Yes.
All right, please give me a little synopsis of all of them.
It's whoever I can get to play drums and bass.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a rotating band.
A little bit, just because to make any money in a band, you really have to be in a few different bands.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I've heard that.
You know, for me, like I have a friend that plays drums, Jeff.
Okay.
And he's sort of my go-to guy. I give him first refusal for any shows.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So I call it, I can't really make it worth his while to sit and wait for me to call.
Okay.
So if I call him and he says, "Oh, geez, I can't," then I grab someone else.
Right. But it sounds like you got a pretty good pool of people to choose from if you need them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Oh, of course. Absolutely
So
right.
I think I know enough people and a nice enough guy to kind of work with
Yeah.
that I can call on people and, they'll actually
okay.
say yes.
Well, tell me a little about Nancy. She's not your wife, is she? Or is
No, she isn't.
Okay, no, she's a pretty
Nope.
girl, and she's a lovely voice, and she can also play nice guitar too. Is that?
Yes.
So I noticed that she's strumming in the video.
Yes.
Okay. Is she usually ready to accompany you whenever you need to be somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
Basically, if I'm going to do a show
Yeah.
now, she hasn't always been in my band, but she has been for the last like 5 or 6 or 7 years.
Oh, great. That's a pretty good slew of years.
So at this point, she would be my first call if
Okay.
I had an option to play. And if she couldn't, I would say, no, I can't do it.
Oh, I see. In other words, she's your number one.
Right.
Okay, I understand, because you really do need
Right.
someone like that with a voice that she has.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm
Okay.
like number 3.
Right.
She's the most important, and I'm down here.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you said it. You arranged it at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some of the gigs that you have now. What do you play at maybe the Hard Rock? Do you go to any clubs now or parties or what?
I've played the Hard Rock in Boston. I've played the Hard Rock in I think Philadelphia.
Wow.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I played one in the Midwest somewhere. I've played all around. I'm an international touring musician. Did you know that?
I do now. That's why we ask these questions. So what parts of the world have you performed in?
All around the United States.
Okay.
From coast to coast.
Okay, California, New York, etc.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
And I've played a few times in Canada.
Okay.
We had a tour set up, and then
Canada,
the corona. Yes, exactly. And then the coronavirus and everything. So we had another tour for Canada that was going into place, and that obviously got canceled.
Right, but yeah, I understand. Okay, but have you been to Europe, Asia, any of the islands in between? I'm just,
I've been to the UK and stuff.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not like a world traveler, but.
Well, yes, you are. Have you gone to the UK?
I've been
Well,
around.
put it this way: if the Beatles and the Stones were our British invasion, you're their American invasion.
Exactly.
Okay, so look at it like that.
Yes, we invaded.
Of course, but it's a good invasion. They're happy. I'm sure they're happy to have you over there, the blokes and the blokettes, right? Yeah.
I don't know if they were
all right.
happy. They tolerated us.
All right. So, have you ever done a music video?
Yeah, for YouTube.
Oh, that's what I mean, for YouTube.
Sure,
Was it-
absolutely. I have a ton of them. I have a YouTube channel,
Okay,
ton of videos.
sure, okay,
Because right now, especially right now, but even just the last 5 or so years, there's no real money to be made in the music industry anymore with streaming and everything.
yeah, yeah, okay.
So what I do is I just write music,
Yep,
make a little video, throw it on YouTube,
okay.
and go from there.
Okay, I'll tell you what, why don't you play another song, and Nancy
Sure,
can accompany
Max.
you. And name the title, and then we'll hear it, and then we'll
Sure.
wrap the show up with it.
Let me just switch guitars.
Oh, switch guitars, right. Just check out the second one he's got here. Wow, he made them both, but the second one here, that reminds me of that kind of reminds me of a, reminds me
It's
of
like a
something
Van
something I
Halen-ish.
drew once in kindergarten, but it didn't come out quite that nice.
It's a Van Halen-ish kind of a guitar.
Van Halen, wow. Maxwell jump. Okay,
Exactly.
good, I love it.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. So now we just got to see this next video. Okay. So this song is jumping at shadows.
Speaking of Maxwell jump, right? Jumping in shadows, got it.
Exactly.
There you go. I'm in there. All right. Without further ado,
Exactly. So you know what's going
I'm in
on.
it.
So this is Jumping at Shadows, again, off of that album that I just showed.
Perfect.
And here we go.
I don't need a lover. I need a friend. If you've got a hand to lend, be my eyes, be my light, shelter me from the night. Ain't no sunshine in the dark. Ain't no love, ain't no love, ain't no love in my heart. Jumping in shadows in my mind. I've always been down, but never this low. Aimlessly wandering, I got nowhere to go. Counting days, counting years, alone again, facing my fears. Ain't no sunshine in the dark. Ain't no love, ain't no love, ain't no love in my heart. Jumping in shadows in my mind. to share. Ain't no sunshine in the dark. Ain't no love, ain't no love, ain't no love in my heart. Jumping in shadows in my mind.
That was swell. Like that was a slightly
Yeah.
diverse song, diverse from the other song. This one was more like bluesy. The other one was more like just
Jazzy.
sweet souly. Yeah, I know exactly. Okay. All right. Well, what does the future look like for you now? You and the band. What are you going forward now that we're in this year? We're in this kind of crazy year. We know it's been happening, but some of us are doing pretty well in spite of it. I am. I
Yeah.
guess you are too. So what going forward? When the restrictions lift completely, what are your plans after that? If you have any plans in spite of that, like to create more CDs or whatever, let me know that too.
Absolutely. Just to continue what I'm doing, I play guitar, write music.
Okay.
I got into this because I love music.
Yep.
So I'm successful because I can play guitar, and successful because I'm writing songs, and there we are.
Okay, that is awesome. And you wrote both the songs that we just heard.
Yes.
Beautiful, of
Yes.
course.
And you know what?
Rhetorical question, nevertheless, but we just have to ask them anyway.
And you know what? Are you ready to make history on Topic Time?
I always do.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A panda threw a juicy watermelon at a passing squirrel. I'll bet you that has never been said on TV anywhere in the history of TV. We just made history here.
Okay, except
I'll bet that sentence has never been
I
said
hope the
before.
squirrel's okay because I hate animal cruelty, even between animals.
Oh, you missed. Panda's a terrible aim with watermelons.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're in the 5 minutes to go. So what I want you to do in the remaining time is give shouts out to a few people that are going to see the show. Start with your parents, your family, Nancy. Obviously, your son's right here. You can say it to him too, and then we'll wrap the show up as we began it. So go ahead.
You just did the shout out to everybody.
No, I didn't.
Band Gig School of Music.
Okay.
Brina Healy with the Pick Slinger.
She did my headshot.
Oh, did she?
She created that. That's awesome. Good
Yeah,
for her.
yes, that's her.
Woo.
So you know her, okay.
I know her well, yeah.
Of course, Nancy.
Nancy.
Like I said, Jeff Posner, drummer of mine, he's an awesome drummer. Jeepers, I don't know.
Well, it's okay. We don't have to
you know
get-
what? I can plug. I have my CDs. You can check me out online. I have
Plug
CDs.
yourself. Go ahead.
Did you know I've written books? A couple of children's books. Slugs Are Yummy.
you go.
Hicklebug Goes to School. A couple of guitar books. I've written. I'm a guitar. I'm a guitar entrepreneur.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
guitar.
Now
we
you
just made history
on top
again.
of
I
time. No
think
one's
I
ever
made up a
said that.
word.
Love it.
I think I made up a word.
You
We
did
made
great.
history. Can I call you Harry?
Please don't.
Okay.
Harrison is the best name. My name is the
Okay.
best thing my parents ever gave me.
Harrison,
Yeah.
we have made so much history on this show tonight.
We have. No
You
que-
need to have me back so we can do this again.
Well, I like to have some of your other people back, or have them on at some point
Sure.
if they want to come on as guests. Well, you had fun with me, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was
Okay.
a blast. Did you have fun?
I always, yes, I sure did.
That's
You
all
were
that matters,
incredible.
yes.
That's, I always say it's a great guest to make Topic Time prime.
Yeah.
On that note, are you ready to wrap it up as we
Sure.
begin? Folks, thanks for watching Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Mine too. Okay.